Let's get to work. Thank you very much.
Today's drama centred on the waxing and waning prospects of the crossbench medical evacuation amendments. First, the Greens appeared to have peeled off.
Good morning.
Labor then moved, and the amendments were back in play. Just before question time, independent MP Cathy McGowan, who the government believed would back away from the proposal, announced she would be standing firm.
Questions without notice. Complained and delayed.
The government went into question time facing likely defeat on legislation it says will destroy the border protection regime. Then, late this afternoon, the Speaker tabled legal advice that argues the medical transfer bill breaches the Constitution.
I have received correspondence from the Attorney-General.
This didn't stop the amendments coming to a vote.
Is ayes 75, noes 74. The question is therefore resolved in the affirmative.
A defeat for the government might be what makes the headlines, but the real significance is what the vote this afternoon says about how our politics is changing. For the first time, a majority of our politicians have stood against the tide of asylum politics.
It is possible in Australia to have strong borders without treating people cruelly.
This has happened amid signs that the government's escalation of its warnings about the risks of the medical evacuation amendments, everything from letting rapists and pedophiles into the country to restarting the boats, seems to have done it no good with voters. An essential poll released today showed Labor leading the coalition by 55% to 45%. News poll on Monday put the gap at 53 to 47%. Pollsters report voters are much more concerned with issues affecting them directly than boats, and it appears the government has dramatically underestimated the white-hot anger about banks and its apparent refusal to take any immediate action on the Royal Commission's findings.